So everything in the Mega Safari Harvest just got leaked. And I'm not even kidding, it's a lot. So if you're curious, grab a snack, sit back, and stick around until the end because you seriously don't want to miss anything from this leak. And hey, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future leaks like this. You don't want to be the last to know, right? Alright, let's go. So Grow a Garden just officially posted the new Mega Safari Harvest event, and yeah, it's kinda late this time. Even the leaks on the Dawn Discord were late too, which is pretty unusual. Like, until now, there wasn't a single thing posted, and I was honestly starting to wonder what's going on. Maybe they're preparing something big for this update, maybe a major drop or surprise feature, who knows, but man, the silence had me suspicious. At one point, I honestly lost a bit of motivation. I really wanted to make content about this update, but there was literally nothing to go on. And then, out of nowhere, this evening, the Dawn Discord finally dropped the leaks. Like, I was literally about to go out, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, nope, cancel that, time to sit down and make this video for you guys. So yeah, if you want to stay early and see leaks like this ahead of time, you definitely need to join the Dawn Discord. The link's down in the description, so make sure you hop in there after this video. Anyway, we've got a massive batch of stuff this time. We're talking 6 new pets, yes 6, 4 new gears, and a seed pack. That's a lot to unpack, and honestly, I'm hoping that this update also brings a little quality of life boost, especially pet inventory space. Because, come on, they keep adding more pets every update, and we're all just here struggling with space. But yeah, we'll talk about that part later. For now, let's get straight into the leaks. So let's start with the fun part, the new Safari seed pack. This pack's got some interesting odds, and here's what's inside. There's a 40% chance to get a daisy seed, 25% chance for a bamboo tree seed, 20% for an amber fruit shrub seed, 10% for a castor bean seed, 4.5% for a Java banana seed, and then, get this, only 0.5% for the peacock tail seed. 0.5%. That's crazy rare. And the coolest part, that last one, the peacock tail, is actually a prismatic plant. So I'm guessing it's gonna come with some kind of special ability. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if every prismatic plant moving forward starts having passive abilities. Imagine that, not just rare visuals, but actual gameplay impact too. That would be such a good direction for the devs to take. It'd give players a real reason to grind for seeds beyond just how they look. Anyway, that's the full Safari seed pack lineup. Which one are you guys most excited about? Personally, I think the peacock tail is going to be the main grind for a lot of us. It's rare, flashy, and if it does have a passive, that's going to make it even more valuable. Since they already started it with the Great Pumpkin, they might as well continue making every prismatic plant come with a special ability. Alright, moving on because this update just keeps going. We're also getting a brand new crate plus a batch of new gears for the Safari shop. So the crate this time is called the Savannah crate. Inside you'll find a few new cosmetics. Safari lamppost, Safari chair, lion rug, Safari car statue, Safari telescope, and an open tent. The drop chances are split up like this: 30% for the lamppost, 30% for the chair, 19% for the lion rug, 10% each for the car statue and the telescope, and then a brutal 1% chance for that open tent. 1%, that's pain. But honestly, that open tent actually looks really cool. Like, I know it's gonna be painful to pull, but it seems totally worth it. Sometimes those rare cosmetics just hit different. It's not even about flexing, it's just that satisfaction of finally pulling something that took hours of grinding. Now, let's move to the gears, because this batch right here might be one of the most interesting we've had so far. First up is the Ancestral Horn. Its description says, call upon a spirit of the savannah to aid you. We don't fully know what it does yet, but my guess is it's some kind of weather or area effect gear. Maybe it summons a temporary buff, like rain or wind, to speed up growth or something. It sounds like it might be one of those special utility gears that give farming a nice edge. I could totally see it being one of those items that becomes underrated at first, but ends up super useful later. Then we've got the RC Safari Jeep, which says, control a Jeep to cruise around and discover the safari. So yeah, this works kind of like the witch's broom or the leaf blower, except now you're literally driving a Jeep. Tell me that's not awesome. Like, come on, imagine cruising around your garden in a tiny Jeep while your pets are working in the background. That's just peak vibes. Honestly, at this point, I wish Grow a Garden had rideable pets. We already have items that let us move, like the Cano Beans, the Witch's Broom, and now this RC Safari Jeep. So imagine if they made a mount system where you could ride your pet. That would be such a cool feature. I mean, yeah, it's a long shot, but still, imagine riding your lion across your garden like an absolute boss. Next is the Cheetah Pendant. It says, imbue yourself with the speed of a cheetah for 30 seconds. Collecting fruit in this form has a chance to apply Wildfast mutation. Basically, you become the Flash for half a minute. You zoom around collecting fruits, and while doing that, you can trigger this Wildfast mutation. That's actually super fun and practical. Not gonna lie though, when I first heard cheetah, I totally thought it was gonna be a pet, not a gear. It just fits perfectly with the safari theme, right? Like lion, hyena, buffalo, and then cheetah, it just makes sense. But hey, this gear is still a solid win. And the last gear is the Safari Obelisk Charm, which says, summon forth the greater elements of the safari. That sounds like a major upgrade to the Safari Totem Charm. The word greater kinda gives it away. Probably stronger effects, or maybe a larger radius. I'm honestly hoping it boosts all safari type plants in the area. That'd make it one of the best charms for this event. Alright, now we're heading into the part everyone's been waiting for, the new safari pets. And I know a lot of you were kind of annoyed last time because I put a lion on my thumbnail and it didn't actually show up in part 1. Well, this time, it's here. The lion is officially in part 2 and it's bringing some wild passives with it. So first up, we've got the gecko. Its passive says, nearby safari type plants have increased variant chance. This one's awesome for farming. It's kind of like the bacon pig or praying mantis, but even stronger. It's definitely going to be useful for gold or rainbow variant grinding, especially for orange delight runs. Next up is the hippo. It's got 2 passives. Occasionally eats watermelons for bonus shekels with a chance to get the seed back, and occasionally applies monsoon mutation. So not only does this guy give you more shekels, but it also has that nice mutation synergy going on. It's basically a combo of profit and utility, like this is one of those pets that pays for itself over time. Then we've got the hyena. Its passive says, gains additional XP for every hyena in your garden, requires another non-hyena pet equipped to activate this effect. So yeah, this one's all about stacking. The more hyenas you have, the more XP they all get. You just need 1 non-hyena pet to activate the effect, so the ideal setup would be like 7 hyenas and 1 random pet to enable it. I'm really curious how strong that stacking XP boost will actually be, because if it scales well, that's gonna make leveling a breeze. Next is the Cape Buffalo. Its passive says, chance to duplicate harvested plants. Also increases the chance to duplicate safari type plants. Basically, it's like the new giant ant. But here's the kicker. If you pair this with the gecko, that combo is insane. Variant boost plus duplication, that's a goldmine setup. You'll be swimming in extra plants. Then we have the crocodile. This one's super unique. It says occasionally bites a random plant or pet for a duration. Plants get high bonus growth and pets get high bonus XP when bit. So yeah, it literally bites things to help them grow faster or gain XP faster. It's like a mix between the Triceratops and the Dillo. It's both hilarious and practical. And finally, the big one, the lion. This pet might actually be the most overpowered in this entire batch. It's got 2 passives. The first one says occasionally roars and shares advanced cooldown across all pets and calls them to the lion. The second one says occasionally roars and mutates a number of fruit up to the number of different safari type pets in your garden with a random safari mutation. So in simple terms, it helps manage pet cooldowns like the peacock, and it also mutates fruits based on how many safari pets you've got. Imagine having 1 lion and 7 other safari pets. That's 7 fruits instantly mutated with random safari mutations in 1 roar. That's actually wild. It's like a commander pet that calls the shots for everyone else. Honestly, I'd say the gecko and Cape Buffalo are gonna be top tier picks from this batch. Their passives just work perfectly together, and they're gonna dominate this event's farming meta for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much all the new safari pets coming in the Mega Safari Harvest update. Now, let's talk about something I've personally been waiting for, quality of life changes. I think we can all agree the number one issue right now is pet capacity. I'm so done deleting pets. Just let us keep them all, man. Either make it infinite or at least expandable in a fair way. It feels like punishment trying to manage them right now. I literally have multiple alt accounts just to store pets, and it's getting ridiculous. Same thing goes for cosmetic capacity. Like, I just want to decorate my garden however I want, not play inventory Tetris every time I unlock something new. Like, I want to collect all the cosmetics in this safari event, but every time I unlock a new one, I have to delete something again. It's honestly such a struggle because I don't even know what to remove anymore. And since I've already maxed out my upgrades, there's nothing else I can do about it. We need more space, period. None of these things need to be major flashy updates, but small QOL tweaks like this go a long way in making the game better long term. So yeah, I genuinely think this Mega Safari direction combined with quality of life updates is the right move. Overall, I've really been enjoying the Safari event so far, and part 2 looks like it's gonna reignite that same excitement we had earlier this year. If they nail this, it could set the tone for how every future event is handled in Grow a Garden. So yeah, that's the full breakdown. Let me know in the comments which pet or gear you're most excited for, or which seed you're planning to grind first. I read all your comments, so don't be shy. Huge shout out again to the Dawn Discord server for the leaks, they always come through. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's see if we can hit 10,000 subs before the end of the month. Thank you all for watching and for always sticking around. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.